Well. Hello, rats. We have the most fucked episode coming up for you. We are thrilled and beside ourselves to have Aunty Donna with us. Boys, say hello.
Hello.
They're here with their ice cream mics, and it's a bumper-to-bumper episode. They even do a rap battle as us at the end, and I've never laughed harder in my entire life.
Yeah.
So stick around for this 50-ish minute, probably an hour, who knows, episode.
Cool.
Enjoy.
We have three men on a couch that are representing three different shops. Well, you're representing Aesop.
Oh, yeah.
You look like, what did you say, Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, Dirty Dancing. Mark looks like he's about to do Dirty Dancing with Babe in the corner. Or famously not in the corner.
Famously not.
And Babe's not, and you're kind of giving Acne Studios, and that's a huge compliment by me.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with the brand?
No. Yes, it's at
Really?
the Emporium.
What the
It's at the Emporium Acne Studios.
It's at the Emporium.
Yes, of course it is.
Zach,
Three
what
brands.
I need to know is, have you publicly unpacked the haircut on any other media service? Because we'll be the ones to do it.
I haven't. I'm happy to talk about the haircut.
We got to talk about the important shit.
I did the haircut reveal, but that's really it. The Billie Eilish.
And what a reveal it was. It was like when your bangs broke the internet, no?
It absolutely broke the internet, Zach. When I saw you with this haircut, everything changed. And I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure actually, when I was telling friends, I was like, Zach from Aunty Donna. He's had a life-changing haircut. I was telling everyone I know about it.
He's new. He's renewed.
He's new. How did you, what led to the place where you were like, I'm ready for a change? And not only a change, but the best change I'll ever make.
So what was the story? So I knew I've wanted to shave it off. I've been over the long hair for a long time.
Right.
He's
And
been saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've wanted to shave it off for a long time.
Yep.
And then I went to Johnny, my hairdresser. I have two hairdressers, one in Melbourne, one in LA, but I don't go to LA anymore.
Okay, brag. I think
You don't go to LA, so you need to bring up the LA hairdresser.
I think we've all got a barber in LA.
Ask him who
no,
else.
she signed NDAs. I'm not allowed to say.
Someone
but
else
she-
cool gets their hair cut there.
Yeah, that's
Who else
why-
gets their
I'll
hair cut
take
there?
that podcast.
Say it.
What does it rhyme with? What does it rhyme with?
Smiley
It
Smilish?
It is. What I will say is, I'm presuming you have a lot of gay listeners.
Yeah.
They're in the top 10.
We were told by
most
Lacey Susan
exciting
they all live in
artists that-
Castlemaine.
Like top
Yeah.
10 for a lot of them
Right.
in terms
Dana
of.
Gould.
Does it rhyme with Schmanay Schmap?
No.
No, it's Smirched and Smuit.
Smirched and Smuit. No?
No.
All right, we'll give it up.
No, but
Let's just say
Please.
that if you were married to Elon Musk,
Grimes.
no, not Grimes.
it's not Grimes, but
It's not Schmimes.
I'd be mad at you if you were.
Yeah.
Grimes.
Yeah,
Grimes.
right.
I believe Grimes. I believe Grimes is to bisexuals what Cher is to gays. That's my theory on Grimes, or at least 5 years ago.
Have you seen her set at, was it Coachella, when everything kept fucking up?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, have you seen this?
No, I haven't
It
seen
was
it.
really funny. She's standing there and she's like, sorry, I just, because this program isn't, and just keeps
I
exclaiming.
do love a musical festival fuck up. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever been at a music festival where all the sound cuts and they're like, guess we're going a cappella? Let's go!
I did this in a
the
nightclub. In a nightclub, I'm too millennial. I'm leaning into my millennial. I've told Mel this. I'm leaning into my millennial era. I literally was at a
yeah.
nightclub. Are you familiar with Mary's Poppin'?
No.
No. Well, why would you be? It's a gay club in Adelaide. Also,
We
hi
had no
everyone.
choice. We're so firmly in millennial.
We totally didn't introduce this, but if it isn't obvious, it's our third guest, and they're bloody brilliant. They're Aunty Donna, and
Give
let's
it
call it for what it is.
up for 'em. It's Aunty Donna. They've changed sketch comedy forever.
And I have bangs now. If
And you have bangs now. And
That
let's
was
call
an
it for what it
assumption
is,
there.
Mel.
Zach and his silent siblings. Is Zach calling it for what it is?
I'm just jumping in here. Well, you threw to me.
We're just letting him speak while you're asking him questions.
Sit silently with your ice cream cones. I don't want to hear it.
I was going to tell you a concert story. And then
I
you
would.
jumped straight.
Do you know what?
I would love you to hit us with a concert
No,
story.
it's not
please.
a good one.
No,
and
please
I don't know
go
if it'll
for it.
resonate for you.
No, I
Or
like
are you aware
hearing
of the work of Radiohead and Tom York?
No.
There you go.
Hit me anyway.
Well, they had their first era was rock and roll, and then they went into beep boops. And I was seeing them live once, and they were doing one of their beep boop songs to close out, and it sounded like it was right, but the beep boops weren't quite they weren't quite, and the singer Tom York kept going up to the guitarist Johnny and was like, fucking get it in time, and he was looking at it and he's using this
Beep
big
boops weren't
like
beep booping.
analog synthesizer to do it, and they couldn't get the song right. They were trying to do Idiotech, if you're familiar with it.
No,
And then
please explain.
It sounded fine to me, but it wasn't quite right, and then he just grabbed the microphone and went, we fucked it up. Sorry, and then walked off stage.
Yeah,
and they didn't
right.
finish the song.
The power.
That's like
The
who
power.
recently performed and only did like 11. Oh, it was not Bad Barbie, not Scissor.
The person who was late. Wasn't there someone who was really late to a music
A
festival?
lot of them.
Yeah.
Them.
do that.
Yeah. No. I was going to say, I was in a nightclub, Mary's Poppin', which you don't know. It's a gay club in Adelaide. And we were all dancing on the dance floor. Yeah.
You asked us if we were familiar with the gay club in Adelaide.
Hey, I don't
It's
know
not
what gigs.
Surprised when we said
I don't know what gigs you're doing.
Are you familiar with Cafe de Villiers?
No, this is such a boring story. I've led up to it. I was in a nightclub, Mary's Poppin', gay club in Adelaide.
Where is it in Adelaide?
Yeah, it's off Rundle Street. It's
What
like
a surprise.
CBD.
Like on that high marsh where the clubs are?
Yeah,
kind?
all the clubs.
That's
Yeah.
the only street in Adelaide,
Yeah, it
isn't
is.
it?
Yeah.
And literally
There's only
the
like
only thing
4 things Mary's Poppin' could have been, and the gay club is one of them.
Mary's
I don't know
Poppin'.
why I didn't figure
What were the
it
other
out.
three? Go.
like, I'll go.
A bar owned by like a guy who thinks he's cool but he's 40.
Yep.
The name of a TikTok account of someone who started out doing funny things but has now gone quite political, but their brand is too established
Yeah.
to Mary's Poppin'.
I was going to say a cafe that does soda stream. I don't know why.
That's funny.
Oh,
funny.
that's so good. No, literally the only thing that happened is all of the sound cut out mid Hot and Cold by Katy Perry.
no.
And then it went completely silent. And then I just went, you change your mind. And the whole club started singing and we all clapped along.
Really?
And then the DJ was so good that when the sound came back on, he dropped us in from the exact moment we got up to.
Oh, that's
and I was
impressive.
like, that's actually so hot. That's the
Do you guys
story.
remember in COVID when in clubbing it was like
Yeah.
it was in clubbing.
vastly
like-
misjudged our ages here. Girls.
No, you couldn't. It was illegal to dance.
Yeah.
You could only sit in a club.
I remember this.
Do you remember? I remember going out one night for my birthday, and the cops came one night, and they were like, "We're here to like." It was literally like Footloose. They were like, "No dancing,"
Yeah.
and then people were like,
Yeah.
"I gotta dance," and they were like breaking up, and they were chasing them around yayas, being like, "You're breaking the law."
Did
Yeah, I
you see
remember
the signs at Tokyo Disneyland during COVID? They were worried that screaming was spreading COVID, so they had a rule of no screaming, and they had signs up around all the roller coasters at Tokyo Disneyland with the English translation, "Please scream in your hearts."
That's a great name for a
the
movie or a
Disney
show, isn't it?
Adults
Yeah.
would have loved
Scream
that.
in your heart.
Please
It's a great
scream in
emo
your
band.
heart.
Scream with your heart.
Sorry, there's nothing more chilling than picturing a silent theme park and people on the rides, but
Yeah. It's like the silent discos with their
around.
Just
headphones.
enjoying it so much, but you just
oh, that's so
It's
Guys,
so funny.
We opened up our hotline, right? Because we were like, Aunty Donna are coming on the pod. We were inundated with messages.
and we were
also-
feeling the pressure. I think it's important to say.
Let's call it for what it
Yeah.
is. Mel and I are a little bit nervous
Yeah.
because you guys are huge, and this is a new pod for us, and we're very stoked that you're going to be guests.
And we
So
also
we thought-
look up to you so much, and
We know Tom.
And you know Tom
But
well.
also-
friends with Tom.
But
you
also,
know our father.
no better person to replace while they're having Pat leave
Yeah.
than Lucy.
No, I said
Lucy
it.
works
Love
in our
Lucy.
office. The funniest person in the world. Everything that Lucy says is hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Lucy.
couldn't agree more.
This is
Sad.
Can we tell the
the
short
stakes
story?
are high.
Please.
Oh,
Tell
the short
absolutely.
story is a
This
great one.
One of the best things that,
Go for it.
that ever. There was another one that happened the other day as well.
It's always Lucy's stories every day.
I'm just trying to remember what the other one was, but the short story was she just came in one day to work and she was just wearing clothes. I didn't think anything of it.
She had a look on her
And
face.
She had a
She
look on her face and she was like, "I am so sorry about the shorts." And we just looked at her and she was wearing colourful shorts, right? That's what she opened with. She was just like, "I'm so sorry about the shorts." And she was just wearing shorts. They were just slightly colourful, but I
Yeah.
never would have thought it. And we were like, "What?" She was like, "I tore my pants and then I had to go and get another pair of shorts. So I went and got a pair of Zach's prop shorts from like the thing, and I'm so sorry. And we're like, it's skeptical, Lucy. We didn't realise. It's
Love the
fine.
shorts.
But
It
then
would be really clear. We don't have a dress code. Or anything
there's
in our office.
nothing
We're
in
very
particular.
chill.
But then
It was this. I might be misremembering this, but then I came. Oh no, you tell it because I can't remember.
well then I believe. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. But then Zach turned up to work later that day. And had also torn his pants.
That's right.
And was like, where are those shorts? Where are those shorts that I have?
No.
They're in the closet.
What are the chances of that?
Oh, no.
God. So what did you do? What did you do?
Like, this is going to give her an aneurysm.
Lucy says, I ever ask Lucy, how did this go? There's a funny story.
There's always a funny story.
Yeah.
Just like dramatic. Like, well, how was it? No, sorry, I broke my foot.
I'd say
I remember the last one. I remember the other one.
Your mic has come unplugged.
Oh, no.
Broden.
Try chatting again.
Hello? I can share with Mark.
No. It's all right. We
Mel, the description of the ice cream cones is
It's so
funny.
perfect. I really can't unsee it.
I really want to lick it.
Give that momentum. Give that sweet momentum.
Yeah, we got... Oh.
I just did that. Oh. Yeah, no, was it the wrong...
We'll just have
Keep all of that. Keep all of that. Do you know what the problem was?
Yeah, it was turned off on the microphone.
Yeah.
That happens to the best of us, mate.
I did that.
We good? Is it good?
we're good.
Yeah, we
What
got
happened, right,
Beautiful.
is because
You got to
on
get...
these it says, where it says on is to tell you it's on, not like... Because I was like, push that to be on.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
It's like
Push
the...
that to be on.
But is it
Do you know
in
a
line
thing
with
that
the word
kills
on?
me? May I talk about a thing that really...
Please. I wish you would.
Gets my gears.
I wish you would.
Gets your
grinds
goat.
my gears.
Please.
Gets my goat. You know when you're entering your password
Yep.
and there's a little I?
Yep.
Sometimes...
Wait, no.
The lowercase
sure.
I.
To be like, do you want to see what you're typing?
Sometimes
Sure.
it's an open eye and you can't see the password. And you click it and it puts a line through it and then you can see it. But other times you can't see the password. It's an eye with a line through it. You click it so you can see it and it opens up. There's no consistency with
Yeah.
the eye
Yep.
being open for show or
Yep.
closed
Yep.
for show.
Yep.
What the heck is up with that?
What's up with that?
I've also
the
found
heck?
with those like security questions, it'll be like, pick all of the tiles that have a street light in it, and I'll do it. And it'll be like, wrong. And I'm like, how am I getting this
Literally, that
wrong?
is a
Or it'll
street
go,
light.
pick the ones that are letters, and I'll go, that's an S. They're like, no, it's not. It's an S with a tail. Wrong.
Yeah.
And I get it wrong, and I sit there for like 20 minutes.
The ones with the
failing
like,
it.
pick all the squares with a bus in it, and then one of the squares
Has a corner of the bus.
tiny little bit of the
Has a
bus
corner of the
right
bus.
in the
You're
bottom.
meant
And
to
you're like,
go
I
for
can't-
it,
I don't,
right?
I
Do you
don't
go
know.
for it?
Yeah.
I think
But there's
so.
no system. I read somewhere once that those things aren't based on actual where the bus is and isn't. It's based on
Clicking?
what the majority of people pick when they do it.
Right.
So when there's a little bit of bus in the corner, there is no correct
no
answer.
correct
All you have to think is, what would a robot do and humans not do?
Well,
or
I'm
vice
always
versa.
thinking about that. I'm sick of thinking about that.
And isn't the
'cause you're a
capture
robot.
thing? Is it true that the capture thing isn't about the letters as well? It's about how your mouse moves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I
Like,
keep
does it
failing
move
it.
too smooth like a
Yeah,
robot arm,
yeah.
or does it go?
A robot arm.
Yeah,
because
like a
that's what it is.
robot arm
That's what
will.
they're
Yeah.
checking for. What robot sitting at the computer.
Wait, have to know the end of this short story.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yeah.
All right. So there was another Lucy story where we were on a shoot the other week, and she had to go and buy a vape.
Yeah, this is on me because I thought it would be funny. We were halfway through the shoot, right? We were halfway through the shoot. Someone said something. You'll see this video in time. Someone said something about vaping, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be funny if I'm vaping in the next scene?
Yeah.
So I ran out of the room.
It's quite millennial.
Yeah. I've been doing the awkward turtle.
No, you're all on the double happiness now, you Gen Zs.
No, I'm millennial. She's Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
Yeah.
You're
We've
We've got
millennial.
to divide.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
So I ran out the door and I said, I was like, Lucy, can you go buy a vape? And then I'm like, oh, wait, a vape's illegal now?
Yeah.
Am I doing like a Chandler Bing? Am I sending our assistant to go and buy illegal drugs?
But then, yeah.
And then I was like, I was like, bugger it, Lucy, please, can you go buy a vape? And then the rest of the
So
story.
then she comes up to me, and she was like, in almost not a state of shock, but just. I can't describe the state she was in, but she was like, I'd never bought it. She comes and she's like, I had to go buy a vape. I'd never bought one before. And I was like, oh. She went, yeah, I went into the first place and I went, can I get a non-nicotine vape, please? And they went, sure. What flavour? And then she was like, and then I froze because I'd never...
That's a bit of me, Lucy.
It's like when you go to the
bought
clubs for the first time and you order a drink.
Yeah.
She's like, Smirnoff.
And then the guy went, I'm not selling you a vape, right? And she was like, so she was like, so then I had to go to another place and get one, and I got it this time, but I had to go to this place, and it was called, and she looks it up on her phone, and then shows it to me, it's called, she goes, I had to go to Puff This, Puff That.
I think I just peed.
What was it called, Lucy?
Just puff dis, puff dat.
the sweetness in which it was said, it was like this. I had to go to Puff This, Puff That to get the vape.
Luce, what were the vibes like within the store of Puff Dis, Puff Dat?
I had to ring a bell for someone to come out the front.
Specialised service.
Were they all
How I
hidden?
feel.
Because some of them, they've got fucking bongs and stuff right out the front in the window cabinets. Was this one hidden?
There were like,
And did you go for cotton candy? What flavour did you get?
I went for watermelon kiwi.
Yeah, it
Did
was
you
lovely.
Google
It was
in
lovely,
between
thank
shops?
you.
Did you go
Popular
now
vape
I've got to have a
Popular
favourite
vape flavors.
berry blast watermelon, please.
Very loud.
I just felt awful when I heard this. I was like feeling weird enough anyway. Like I remember sending her up being like, do you have the company credit card? Okay, they'll have American cereal out the front. Anywhere with American cereal, you just ask for vapes. Be confident. Go.
I can't explain. When we did High Pony and we decided to buy all of these different rocking horses to have in on set. And I went, don't worry, I'm not going to get brand new rocking horses. I'll go on Gumtree. And I went on the tour of Victoria and out of Victoria to pick up 8 rocking horses from like fucking Maribyrnong to like, I don't know, Eltham, all out here, there and everywhere. And the people that I was buying off, it was cash only in hand. And this one guy opens the door and he goes, you here for the rocking horse? And I go, yeah, I am. And he goes, beautiful, come on in. And then he grabs it and then he's like,
No children.
That's $20 cash, thanks. And then he goes, how old's your little one? And then I was just like, 2. And the people, I was messaging Mel on route and I was like, the people that I was buying these rocking horses off were fucking whack. They all thought I had a kid. Little did they know that we were just going to ride them for a photo shoot.
Locations, going to all
you're
these
just having a
places,
full
picking
long
up
legs
rocking
moment.
horses. Wasn't there one that was like real? Or remember when we tried to buy that Elsa costume? One time we were doing like an Elsa like sketch thing, and we were trying to buy this Elsa costume from Facebook Marketplace.
Naturally.
And it was they kept trying to convince us that it was an adult size.
Yeah.
And I went back to them a number of times being like, Can you just send me like the exact measurements or show me like a ratio thing? And she's like, here it is. Here is photo of Elsa costume in adult. And there's just a toddler standing in this costume. And she's like, enjoy this photo of an adult in
10
a costume.
images.
And then I was like, oh, thanks so much. Like, it looks like it's kids' one. She's like, this is adult. But
But then for a few days later, just kept messaging going, waiting on Elsa dress, keen on Elsa dress, ? And we're like, we're actually all good.
I'm going to throw to a really quick ad. And then we opened up our hotline to people who follow us who have some gorgeous little cues for you.
Oh, cues, and we'll give them the A's.
Give them the A's.
Let's do it.
After this swift ad break.
I kind of have a question, and you two seem really cool and hot and smart. Hello?
I hope there was an ad there.
There was.
There
There will be.
I hope there was.
All right. We opened up our hotline. We were hit with many DMs.
Wow.
I'm assuming a lot of people that came into our DMs are fans of you and know you, one, because you're brilliant, but also the questions they were asking, I'm like, these are Aunty Donna fan questions. It wasn't like, what's your favourite
Lip
music
gloss.
theatre song, you know? Okay.
Do you reckon there's a
could-
big crossover or a little crossover?
I think
between
there
them?
would be a crossover, and I think our audience is skewing more male than it ever has been before.
agree with that.
And in Edinburgh, we had so many people like men come, which is not usual for us. Usually it's trembling, gorgeous little lesbians. Men coming up to us and being like, hey, saw you on Mugs.
Yeah.
Good on you. So I think they're coming
The
across.
Mugs effect.
Yeah.
A mug or mug?
The mugs.
The mugs.
The mugs.
The multiple mugs.
Not on a mug.
Not on a mug. I wish.
Go well in Edinburgh if we did it live in Edinburgh.
I think it would pop
I
off.
think it would do brilliantly.
Yeah, they like people to
Interesting.
suffer.
Yeah, they do.
And we suffered at those fast
So did
fringes.
we.
Don't you
Well,
worry.
so did
we
we.
walked out
Yeah.
on stage and we went.
They wanted us
never again.
dead in some of. We did some of those like fast fringes.
What's
where
fast?
you have like it's literally like 2.5 minutes to like.
But
do
it's one of
something
those lineup
to like
nights.
500 people though to this stacked crowd.
They loved like it's not a. They've been doing the Fringe for so long. It's
Yep.
not enough to just do comedy anymore.
No. Oh my
they're always.
God.
We did this one gig there once.
Tell me.
It was just like in the middle of the day. You
Yep.
know, like 11 o'clock.
Worst time to do this gig.
Awful. Time
Yeah.
During the day.
Right. We're just in
For
the
this particular gig, worst
Oh
time.
yeah. Wait. Are we talking about the same?
I'm
one?
sure we are.
Are you talking about the sketch one?
No.
Oh, that one.
I'm talking about the
He's
sketch
talking
one.
about the In the Dark one.
Oh yeah. Well, In the Dark is the classic one.
That's the worst one we've ever
we've
done.
got time
that?
for both because we
Yeah.
actually got asked in our hotline what's one of the craziest gigs you've
Yeah.
done.
Well, there you go.
hey,
Great
that
question.
works.
Why don't you ask that question?
So we've been asked in our hotline, what is one of the craziest gigs you've done or a crazy story from a gig?
There's
That's
two
so
stories
random that we got that.
from the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh, spoofing.
Mark.
Oh, that's so bizarre.
Because this one isn't so much of a bad story, more just like just 11 o'clock, just doing fucking, like it wasn't enough to just go and do our material. It was, you had to go, do your set,
Yep.
5-minute set,
Yep.
then another sketch group would do their set, do a 5-minute set, there'd be a small break, and then we had to do their set.
Sketch thieves.
And then they
too
had to
much.
do our set. And it's like, fine, but at 11 o'clock after you've done 20 shows,
Yeah, no.
you know, in the middle of Fringe,
The 11 o'clock is cursed.
it's just like...
that at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah,
I'd
you
go
know,
maybe.
maybe.
It's also a very cruel thing to do to a couple of young little floppy-haired Oxbridge graduates.
And it ended
just
up...
to be like, hey, recreate these three screaming
Yeah.
Australians.
And it
yes,
ended-
I'm very good.
They're like, I think everything's a snare drum. Everything's and I've got a triangle.
the tone
It's
just
just
ended up
drum, isn't it?
us being shitting on each other's sets because it was like that was the easiest thing to do was just be like trying to make them look like dickheads.
Oh, that's
How was the post-show chats with them? Were they like, yeah, fair play, that actually is us. Very
Yeah,
good
it
job.
was-
Or were
yeah,
they
it was fine.
offended?
It was lovely,
Yeah.
but it was like...
You're so high energy, aren't you?
Yeah, so gimmicky. But let's tell them about the worst one we've
Oh,
ever done.
please.
Yeah,
I'd
what
This is
was
love-
after this.
Yes.
I'd
After we did this gig, I had to go for a walk. I've never had to do that in my life.
Okay,
but I went,
tell me.
Guys, I,
He
need to-
famously never walks.
I never
Was
walked.
it
Thank
you
you.
that tried to say no to their money?
No, that was Sam. Sam refused it.
that's so hard.
It's a gig called Comedy in the Dark at 1 PM. You performing pure pitch black, probably good for stand up because it's just storytelling.
Yeah.
But so like it was so dark they would cover the exit signs with like a box.
Oh, jeez.
Pitch
And-
black. Like,
Yeah.
could not see
You
a
get
thing.
lights come up, you get on stage, they fade to darkness, and then you perform for 10 minutes and you can't get off
Yep.
because it's dark. So you
there's
have
a
to
timer.
you have to do the 10.
They were
Yeah.
like, we will not turn the lights on until 10 minutes is up.
Jesus.
Oh,
That
it's
was like a
humiliation
hard
ritual.
rule.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was
Edinburgh
just about
Fringe.
to
What
say
the hell?
that.
Yeah.
Go
And
on.
then we'd heard from other people like the refusing to give money or like take their money. We've heard it before. We heard it from other people who had done this
Yeah.
gig, and then we did it, and it went really, 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 really bad.
But we had a backup plan, right? Because
Yeah.
we're doing the gig, and at one point, a British man in the dark just yells out, "This is literally the worst."
Just silence.
Can I say, Mark?
Complete silence.
Yeah,
right?
can I just say, I just want to correct you on one detail of that.
Please.
He didn't yell it out.
No, he just
I
spoke it.
believe
He
in
just
my
spoke
heart,
it.
he just said it to the person next to him.
it was
That
so
tells you
silent.
how silent the audience is.
You can hear everything.
Yeah.
This is literally the
This
worst.
is and we just heard it. So that's a very good point. That's a very, very good point. And
Did you get to a point where you stopped trying
Well,
to
he-
do it?
I as it was going in the dark, I got down and I'm got the microphone and I'm doing the lines, I'm doing everything, and I find the floor and I find the edge of the stage and I crawl off and I work my way across the stage. I find the exit door and then I just stand at the exit
Yep.
door with the microphone for the rest of the sketch. And we had a backup plan. Do you remember the backup
Bikey
plan?
Wars.
Well, like if it's going bad,
Yep.
right? And we'd said this to Sam, who was doing all our tech, underneath a table at the back of the room so that no one could see the light. He was under a table.
Oh my God.
We were like, if it sounds like it's going bad, Sam, crack out Bikey Wars. Bikey Wars is a song.
Kill it.
Yep.
right? they'll love it.
What genre is this song? What kind of style?
It's like a what? It's like a
Boogity, 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 boogity.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep.
But like, yeah, so like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, maybe like we get into it, Bikey Wars comes on. So we start doing it. Doesn't help at all. It goes worse, if anything. And then as soon as the lights came on, I just dropped the mic and just like
Yeah, we were like crawling for the door, like it was like in that scene from Inglourious Bastards where they're clambering for the cinema door.
Yeah.
And then what happened with the pay? You were like,
Yeah, they went to
Fuck
pay
ya.
and Sam was like, nah,
We're not even
I
gonna
can't
take
even
that.
do it.
But it's because it's one thing to do jokes to a dead room where you can see them, but to do it in the dark.
that's like
Oh,
literally humiliation.
It's a nightmare.
Yep.
Well,
think
you've
some of
got
the
none of
real
your tools
nightmare.
available to make them laugh.
No, that's it. And we knew as well with these fast fringes in Edinburgh, we knew within the first millisecond, because Mel goes out in a full Wes Wally outfit with the glasses and the beanie. And
pretty fucking
Mel literally waddles
revolutionary.
on stage and goes, hello. And if there's not a single laugh, I go,
just
if
knew
you're not going to like that,
immediately.
you're just going to
Yeah, we're
hate
dead. Yeah.
everything
And it
that
just
we
went
have.
on and on and on. I'm showing it. It was like 2.5 minutes, but it felt like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think I've said it to you guys as
Yeah.
well, but like our first Edinburgh was fucking brutal. Like
Yeah.
with 26, you know how it is. And
Yeah.
Silly McCarthy said to me, we went to uni with Silly McCarthy.
girl, just the
Silly-
woman.
I love the
Silly-
inside joke. Go on.
Silly Piccola said, you will cry. And I was like, oh, yeah, I ended up crying halfway through. But
Yeah.
like, I remember coming back and we did a gig in Melbourne.
Yep.
And we're all just locked in and just like dominated every
Yeah.
gig we ever did
Yeah,
from that
yeah.
point
Yeah.
It
on.
was
Yeah.
Dave Callan described it to me or to us as he said, you know how the reason Superman is really strong is because the atmosphere on Krypton is like more dense than Earth. So when you come to Earth, you're just super powerful.
Yeah.
So what it's like, you do
Literally
Edinburgh,
that.
you come back to Australia and it's easy.
It's the
like
Goku.
altitude
Yeah.
training.
Do you
I
know
think
the
as well-
Goku reference? Goku zero gravity training? That's another
no,
reference.
Are you familiar with altitude training? We're doing the same metaphor.
I think
but
I
just
physically
different.
felt my eyes glaze over. Just then.
I think as well, though, we went to Edinburgh almost too far the opposite way. We went, this is going to break us.
I agree.
This is going to be
And you were
hell.
fine.
We got out on
Awesome.
stage
We
and we're like,
almost went too
hi,
far.
we're Mel and Sam. Welcome to the show.
Apologetic
And people
almost.
started clapping and we went, huh? And so I think we did
That's
go
true.
too far the opposite way, but I
Perfect.
prefer that we went that
That's
way.
what you want.
But
That's what
we
you want.
found Americans
prepped.
don't get what we do, I would
Really?
say.
You got
We
to
had-
adjust for
Pardon?
American. You've got. I think Americans are particularly if like now we have American fans, so
Yep.
they know what we do, and we've
Yeah.
found that little slice of America that picks up on what we're putting
Yeah.
down. But in the early days of going to America, we had to really adjust. We had
Yeah.
to
I think
pull
that's
back on
coming
the
for us.
irony.
Yeah.
Australians and UK people are okay with mocking the audience. They're okay with getting someone up and being a little bit mean to them. Americans
Yeah.
are just much more out in the open and kind of kind. Like
Yeah.
and I think,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bits where you go, oh, okay, I didn't realize I was being mean right now.
Fundamentally,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
audience participation in the UK and Australia is like, we're going to fuck with this person.
Yeah.
Totally.
And the US, like, I'd love to get up. And like people are like, I would love to be part of the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
If you
this
shit
sort of-
on, they're like, why are you shitting on that person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was all excited to help.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment? Because how many Edinburgh Fringes have you done?
Just four.
Four. Did you have an Edinburgh Fringe where you went, that's it. This is the last one, never again. And
Everyone?
then you pushed it? Yeah. Do you feel like you had that reflection every time? Or
We cut it down to half.
sure.
Yeah, the last 2 years we only did 2 weeks
Yep.
because we had like online stuff going on. We
Yeah.
felt like we could
Yeah.
do 2 weeks because everyone was like, you can't do 2 weeks at the Edinburgh Fringe. And they were
Yep.
kind of right, but we were in a better position.
Yep.
But it depends what you're going for.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want that, if you want all the reviews and you want the like festival sort of experience and the run on and stuff, yeah, you got to do the whole thing and shit. But yeah, please.
Well, we'd kind of been told from Australia that the pathway to success was through Edinburgh and through England. That's
Interesting.
the way you do it.
Yep.
And we kind of found, after doing it a few years, like we learned all the lessons we thought we could learn, but that wasn't our pathway. We found like the optimism of America kind of was our pathway a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we were like, well, we don't need to go anymore. We're going to Glasgow later this year, and we did it the year before, but yeah,
It's funny. We've kind of looped around. Like the UK is huge for us now.
yeah. But it was through America.
It was through doing a show, a TV
so
show in
interesting.
America that really resonated in the UK as much as it did in Australia.
I think you got to have your reasons to do Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And I think they change. And once were like, no, we've kind of gotten what we need out of it.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
It's hard to make money because
Yeah.
there's so many,
that-
and it's expensive and stuff. and
We
it's-
just. Oh, sorry. I could have
no,
cut you off. Keep going.
please,
Keep
no,
going.
you go. No, I have nothing.
No,
I have
please.
nothing. To
No, it's
say.
a really bad. I need to do it less. I'm so sorry. I
No,
didn't
I
mean to cut you off.
think it was lovely.
No, I was just gonna say. I think for us, we found like it was just the relentlessness of
Yeah.
the every single night.
So
one day off,
every
and Robin Williams died on the one night we had off.
First
Yeah.
Edinburgh, only night off. We're at a party.
That's
Robin
cruel.
Williams dies, and we were just like,
We
okay.
Cut our losses. Let's go home.
we said to
Watch
we
Monsters, Inc.
didn't realise we had one Monday off. We thought we had every Monday off. So first week of Edinburgh, we
bad.
said to our tech, "Thanks so much, Finn. Hey, you got a night off tomorrow.
Head
See
home,
you in
buddy."
2 days." And then we're chilling out, hanging out. Our producer comes into our room. We're fucking having a sleepover, basically watching Ice Princess. And she goes, "Girls, what are you doing? You have your show tonight." We go, "No, it's Monday off."
Monday's
we
off.
just came up with it out of nothing. Hadn't even
Fake.
read the thing. And then we had to call up Finn, who lived in Glasgow, and we went, "You need to get in the car right now. We have a show tonight. We have a show tonight." He's like, "Yeah, all right." But we were basically having a sleepover.
That's
So
the
we had
most
every Monday
festival
off.
tech thing I've ever heard. Now, to the listening, but festival techs are the most that vibe ever. You either get like really uptight people that are not good at their
There's no
job,
in
or you
between.
get someone that's
No,
just
I
like,
agree.
yeah, she's sick. Yeah, I'll drive to a different city right now. No worries. And then they're always the best
And he
one.
gave us his amp. He's like, "You can borrow my amp for a month for free."
He's like, "Go on, girls."
Well,
go on with it.
actually, that attitude when you're doing a tech and when you're doing like a tech rehearsal and you've got a tech like that, it's either the sign of a really good tech, someone that chill, or the absolute
Yeah, yeah,
worst.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
wow, they're not taking any notes. They're just completely relaxed. Anytime they have to plug something in, they say they'll do it later. Either you're going to get the best tech of your life or just everything you'd expect from what I just listed.
I have a question for you guys. Have you, because your shows are quite like tech heavy. Would you agree with that? There's like a lot of tech going on. Have you heard about how some people are doing these rings these
Tech
days?
rings.
Oh,
The
yeah.
tech rings, like
Yeah,
do
yeah,
your own things.
Yeah.
So people, I don't know if they're like smart rings or what would you call them?
They're specific triggers for like Q-Lab.
Yeah,
right?
and you
it
do
just-
all your own cues by just going
I know
on your ring.
Yeah.
Wowalissa.
Wowalissa.
Use them in a
Yeah.
really tight tech.
Yeah, but it's like on a ring.
But it's on a ring.
so it's
That's
not a
how
thing
they
you have
did
to
it.
hold.
I directed 3 of Wowalissa's shows.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
of course.
Cole,
Yeah.
That's how Cole would do it.
A clicker on a ring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like lights as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, no, it's not usually.
No, it's normally a
lights.
sound thing.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
A ring. A ring.
It's a ring.
But our ring is Tom, and we don't wear him, although we'd like to.
I have.
Although we would like to.
We
I
love
don't get
Tom.
Because we don't need a ring. We don't need a ring because we have
don't
the
get it.
man
I
who's a part of the
understand.
group who's doing
Sometimes
what
got
the
to be
ring
brave and
does.
say I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Because our tech, I would say, is too complicated even for that.
Yeah.
Because our tech is at a level. Tom does things where it's like music on a computer, but like he'll make it so it plays so we can go for as long as we want
Yeah,
with the verse.
In those horrible years, like all the bad gigs we're talking about are within like 2 months in like 2015 predominantly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
poor old Sam Lingham, who doesn't tour with us anymore because of this probably, had to go and express to every tech across fucking the UK. All right, here's all the lighting, and he had to go through and show him all the states and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know how high energy our live shows are, right?
Yeah.
They're very high energy. I remember one Edinburgh, we had the very sweetest tech, and we would dance. We'd be like, "All right, motherfuckers, are you fucking ready?" And you'd have a British audience, you know, so they'd be like, "Oh yeah." You'd be like, "Are you fucking ready?" And then we would dance, and the music he would play the music so quietly
Oh, yeah.
that we could hear our feet dancing. So it'd be like.
And you're trying to do the choreo, and all you think you're just going, please fucking
There's
turn
nothing
it up. Please
worse.
turn it up.
There's nothing
please
fun.
turn it up.
If I have to do this,
music.
It's just brutal.
that's the biggest thing with tech that we found is I've never found a profession where it's more, and we've had great techs and some
Yeah.
shit techs, but you'll go to them like, "Oh, a few of those cues didn't work." They're like, "Yeah, sorry about that. Try again for tomorrow." But they just keep saying that every single day. I'm like, so when's it going to be right?
Also, there's nothing quite like I feel like when you have a track, it can feel like the biggest, nicest like security blanket for
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like, hey, even
Yeah.
if they're not going like, "Oh, at least we'll have this like whooping bass.
We
so when
did-
it's not there, it's so
Sorry, we did have a funny moment in Edinburgh where this was show number, I don't know, 24 in a row. And we're singing. We go off stage for all of our quick changes. And then all of a sudden we go, hold on, a track's not playing. That's all right. We'll just suss for a second. Mel's about to go on and play some New York street rap with her fake cigarette. She comes out in her top hat and she goes, what's going on here? We've got 16-year-old trembling fringe volunteer up at the tech desk going, no worries, guys, I think I got it. And we go, sorry, guys.
literally stopped.
It appears our tech has gone for a piss. We'll just hold. He just went to the loo mid-show.
What, in the middle of
and,
the show?
and he went to our trembling fringe volunteer. You know how to do it. Lights up. Click the next track on QLab. And she's like, yeah, absolutely, no worries. I think it's just this one here. It was
so
really funny.
That's brutal.
We're going to launch into one of our favourite segments. It's called Theatre Sports Are Cool. Welcome, Aunty Donna.
Welcome.
Okay.
To Theatre Sports Are Cool.
You guys are theatre sports losers, so I feel like you'll enjoy doing
How
this
dare
with us.
you, but
No,
yeah.
you introduced us. We've all done mugs together. We've done trope. I fucking love theatre sports, and you guys are the perfect people to be doing it with.
If you're happy to, what we would love to do is a game of simple bus stop.
Yep.
But
I don't know, Buster.
I don't know if I remember. You might need to remind me.
I think
of the
bus stop,
rules.
my understanding is it's just a bunch of people sitting at a bus stop.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
objective if you're working with kids, which I'm very familiar doing,
Yes.
fucking hell, is you're trying to get the next person to leave the bus stop, so you're trying to be annoying.
That's right.
However,
Oh, that's good.
We can
do
include
the real
that.
game.
So you
Trying
have
to get
one,
the bus stop to leave, so be cringy or
you just
trying to
and
be
do
like
things-
annoying, I guess. Or, but it doesn't have to be that. You can just be chatting.
It basically would start like you would be on the bus, you'd be sitting down at the bus stop because we're not going to sit down and stand up and move around the set. You'd sit down for a bit, you'd sit, you go beep beep with your Mikey, you'd sit, you'd interact as your two characters for a bit. Eventually you'll tap on,
And Broden
beep beep,
comes
you're
on.
all at the bus stop. We may all end up at the bus stop. Who knows?
Who knows?
And you can tap out if a character's too annoying.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like the idea of annoying as a.
Yeah, you down?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Here we go.
I would love for so we're gonna like assign like characters.
Oh, great. Yeah, I like
You guys
oh,
are waiting for that. You're like, let's just do a scene at a bus stop and go.
I thought we'd just have to make up our own characters.
Yeah,
was
like, that
who
sounds like
might
it's gonna be
waiting
shit,
at
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, there's like characters. So
Right,
like,
great,
have
great.
things that you like do. I had an idea which was like I thought we could swap the things that we like tend to know and love. So in my brain, it's footy, film, and scrotums. I don't know what Mark's thing is. Toilet
That's
humor.
good. That's good. Yeah. Toilet
Footy,
humor
film, and
scrotum.
scrotums.
Toilet humor scrotum.
That's what happens when you don't have your own podcast.
That's what Mark-
is other people have no idea what your main interest is.
Mark's announcing his new podcast today.
yeah, Scrot City. It's where we
Scrotum
go
toilet.
around all the different scrots, give them a tickle, give them a look, give them a kiss. Scrotum and toilet humour. Why? Because all you know about me is I have a bidet. That's all.
He does.
And I do have a
my
very nice
favourite
bidet.
Mark
And it
fun
does define
fact.
you.
It does define me. Let's say bidets.
So I think that it was Sammy. I think yours should, if I can. I'll
Yeah,
just
please,
do
I don't
it.
know them.
I reckon
Yeah.
yours should be that you only. Your thing is you only operate.
Yep.
You can only operate and understand
Yep.
speaking in footy and film like analogies.
Footy and film analogies.
Yeah, great.
Gotcha.
I will be the physical representation of scrotums and toilet humour.
Good. Sure.
I
I also
why
like
not?
comic books.
Nah, fuck that.
Games.
What am I going to be, a pair of Dickies, Mark? Grow up. I don't care about your fashion. I don't care. You're very well dressed.
Just, I would like to be Lalabo, not Aesop.
yeah, I'll allow that.
That's so funny.
Broden, I would love for you to be a child actor who's just been cast as Gavroche in Les Mis. You know, the little kid.
As in the
one
character
that's shot?
Gavroche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is?
he's one-
like the flag, the boy who gets shot.
the
yeah.
flag
Shot,
boy.
yeah.
The flag boy gets
The
shot.
flag boy
Yeah.
who gets shot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What could you do for Mark? Oh, yeah.
Is that because I like footy? Is that what?
No,
we're
sorry.
swapping.
I've explained this so badly. Sorry. No, I'm giving you guys like theatre and music ones.
Great, I love that.
Because you
Right.
guys hate
so
theatre.
you
We're doing
guys
a
are
Freaky
doing
Friday
us.
We're
spot.
doing a
Yeah,
Freaky
yeah.
Friday thing.
I
Right.
thought you were going to Freaky's Friday us.
I've literally fucked it.
No.
beautiful.
I
This is
love
a
it.
V-shaped bus stop. Everything's
Right.
everything's
Freaky
up in
Friday.
the air.
Do you know what's a really good one for us though? Is because we're all like we all studied acting, so we're
Yes.
all little theatre nerds. So this
We
is a
are.
great Freaky
No,
Friday. for
this
us.
is perfect.
Lovely.
Okay, but with saying that, Mark, I would love for you to be an influencer instead.
An influencer?
Yeah.
Influencer?
I think you can be an influencer who's you are an influencer who is actually in a 7-year contract with the brand Influenza,
Right.
which is the flu.
flu, yeah,
and
yeah.
so you're not pro vaccines and getting vaccinated for influenza. You're pro flu.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And you're in a
Nice.
Yeah, great.
and Zach, I would love for you to be the leader. Oh yeah, the leader of a show choir, a Mr. Schuster from
Yep.
Glee, adjacent leader of a show
Mr.
choir,
Schuster. Yeah, yeah.
The cool- the cool
a Glee
teacher.
style.
a Glee style.
Lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
If there's any layer you want to add to that, feel free. But I think that's great.
The school shooting episode.
That one specifically.
No, that's
man.
good. Yeah, it's the
I
school
love
shooting
shooting
episode.
episodes.
And you're
Season one
very
is great.
You're
Falls off the tracks very
yeah.
quickly.
You're mad because there was the school shooting and you fucking wanted rehearsals to go ahead because it's your school choir.
If you ever get a
Yeah.
chance, Zach, watch
Yeah,
Sarah Jessica Parker doing
I've
Kiki.
seen
Let's
it.
get a Kiki.
So I'm footy and film. Okay, cool.
Well, let's get a Kiki. Sarah Jessica Parker is the death of all culture.
Incredible.
Mark, do you want me to be a pair of Dickies instead?
What? A pair.
I'm trying to allow.
You can
space.
You know
Cows
so
if you
little
want.
of me.
I'm holding space. You're a fashion.
Dickie Scrot Boy.
Do you want them to
diva,
pick
diva,
ours, Mel?
cunty, diva boots. You can also pick ours if you want.
Would you like to pick ours? We've picked
Yeah,
yours.
yeah. I want you.
Okay.
I want you guys
Yep.
to be like huge fans
Yep.
of of Batman,
Yep.
of comic books and Batman,
Yeah.
and like
That's
you
good
love
for
the
Mark.
lore of
Yeah.
Batman.
This is so mean, Mark.
Right, and you have to tell us about your favorite Batman story.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
I want to hear is your favorite Batman
Both of us.
story.
One of you.
So that's Sam?
No, Mel, because
No,
Mel's
Mel.
the least.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's
Because
it.
you're the one who said I was a scrot
Sam?
man.
Oh,
Sam, you don't care about any of that comic book business.
No.
All you love is sports movies.
I'm
You
familiar
love
with all-
sports movies,
Yep.
but not the fancy ones, just those feel-good, great, fun sports movies.
Absolutely. Done.
Starring
Great.
Kevin Costner.
Starring
Yeah,
Kevin.
draft night.
Easy done. So
Great.
I
Not a
think the
bad
best way
movie.
to do this is we start with Zach sitting at the bus stop, and then eventually you're going to tap on, and it's just going to go all the way down the line
Great.
until you call cut.
Yep.
And you're like, it'll be in a minute. Perfect.
No.
No, let's go for it. All right.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Starships are meant to fly. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, brilliant. I'll just write that down. That'll be great for the kids. Cause I'm happy and sad. Ba-ba-da-ba-boo-boo-boo-boo. Yeah, brilliant.
Mum?
That's so good. Happy.
Let this play out for a bit.
Forget you and forget me too. Oh, great. I'll get Gwyneth Paltrow in for that one.
Get on there now.
That's so good. Mark, please. God.
Beep boop bop. Beep boop bop.
Oh, hey. Who are you?
Hello. Have you got a sniffles?
Oh.
Have you got a
Who are you?
sniffles?
Oh, no, I can't get the sniffles. If I get the sniffles, I won't be able to perform.
Oh, let me tell you how good it is to have a sniffle.
Oh, no.
I love having sniffles. I love getting a headache.
What?
What if I film you?
What are you doing
What if I
here?
film you to get the sniffles?
Oh.
Achoo.
You're weird.
Hey, so we're here on the bus with some dude. What do you do?
Well, I'm about to go watch a football game
Oh, wow.
and then discover that hot football player actually maybe with a bit of auto-tuning has a voice on him.
That's hot. Do you love getting a fever at night?
No, I had
Do
getting
you?
a fever. I had Broadway dreams.
Please,
I had Broadway dreams.
Oh well,
I was going to go to Broadway, and now I'm back in my hometown. But I reckon this Glee Club's going to make a difference.
well, let me tell you about a little thing. Oh.
I'm working all the day, as if it doesn't, babe.
Who's this little shit?
Love is busy, love birthday. Oh my
No,
God.
what is this? Something about revolution.
Oh my God.
Is it what little people can do? Where your parents?
No, I
know.
Oh no, I got
no.
shot.
Oh, maybe he's got influenza.
Unless, are you just acting? Wow.
That's right. I was only acting all the day. I act in every way.
Now, I know you only do music theatre, but can you sing this pop song for me?
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, g'day, guys. Fucking hell, there you
Hello,
go.
it's me, Mr. Shoe. The little redhead
Shoe.
lady wants to fuck
Oh,
me.
fucking yeah. I'm watching this great new film about shoes at the moment. It's called Mr. Costa Rica. What's his name? Joe Costa Rica's football boot in Mississippi.
Yeah,
it's
wow.
a good one.
That sounds good.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. There's also, I've got another film on. It's called Switching Goals with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. That's a good soccer film about twins that swap sides and both play the game. How are you guys all going?
Working every day.
You're working.
Is everything away?
I put my nose in your mouth.
Did you just talk about swapping sides?
Yeah, mate.
Remember when Batman wasn't a bat yet? Man, he really swapped sides, didn't he?
Oh no, I'm not
Jeez
really
Louise.
into Batman. Actually, I'm really into that film called B-Ball Dreams.
All right, we're
and
all
Shooting
three going to
Hoops.
leave and see how you guys do. Bye-bye.
Stick around, guys. I see there you've got a DC Marvel backpack on. That's my shit, brother. Let's have a chat.
So can I just get it clear? DC and Marvel teamed up to make a backpack.
So I heard. So I heard.
How's that work exactly?
Look at those. You've got antlers on. They're a bit like bat ears.
I guess I just want to prove that the music theatre kids can do pop and that the football kids can sing. And
Nah, mate, the football kids don't sing. The football kids play football like in that iconic 1987 film Footy Freak with that guy that was half football, half human. God, it's a good one.
Freak is good.
We're here on the bus. It is
It's
absolutely full of people who aren't sneezing or coughing, and I hate it. I hate it. Oh, there we go. Oh, a little influenza.
A little influencer.
Oh, he's been shot again.
Oh no.
Oh no!
You okay?
He was just acting.
Just to do an act, a little bit of that.
You're very clever, little boy.
Talk more about Batman. What were you saying about Batman?
Oh, you can't. I would say, well, you're such a good actor, little boy. Maybe one day you could end up doing that Joker film that I think is the same world.
That's right. Actually, I did. I'm in Batman Begins. When he's climbing up, I put an American accent on and go, it's you, isn't it? And then I played Joffrey. But then I was in Les Mis on West End.
Oh, wow, you felt a very specific actor, didn't you?
Very good.
I did it. I did
Is he
Edinburgh.
actually in?
I don't know, but I bet he
No,
was.
that's him. Yeah.
I bet he was in Les Mis.
Undoubtedly.
I bet he played Gash in West Les Mis.
I hate to be buzzkill, but I got the wrap-up fingers from the crash. You know, you're fine.
What happened?
The bus crashed.
The bus crash.
That's such
Crash.
a shame.
Wow, thank you so
I thought it was
much.
going somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just.
I realised as I was doing that I only watched season 1 of Glee and then lists of the worst songs. So my only knowledge of Glee is the great first season, and then that they got to What Did the Fox Say, which is truly
Incredible, truly incredible.
Sue Sylvester is like my dream role.
She's such a funny one.
her doing Nicki Minaj is often on those lists and spectacular.
It's perfect.
Would be a fucking great show in about 10 years.
What?
Is a Brady Bunch movie type of Glee.
Glee.
Oh.
We're
Yeah.
making fun of Glee. Or making
Yeah,
Glee,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
the thing. Glee season 1, very ironic, very dark, very all you have to do is take that energy.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
so right.
Yeah, I
He
think
makes
it's
great
It
first
started
seasons.
so strong.
Yeah.
And
It's
swiftly
always
fell
the way.
apart.
Who's the producer?
Yeah, what's his
Ryan
Murphy.
Oh, it's what he always does. He always does these like
Brilliant
clear
first
classic,
seasons.
dark,
What else do you
ironic
do?
films.
Nip Tuck,
Nip Tuck.
American Horror Story.
Name 5 songs. Are you really Ryan Murphy fan?
Can I bring up a funny thing about Gash?
Please.
It reminded me, child actors in England reminded me, our friend was in School of Rock, the touring production, and we all went and saw School of Rock.
Yeah.
And that show, because Andrew Lloyd Webber acquired the IP and made a show out of it.
Yep.
And brought all that Andrew Lloyd Webber magic to it. And
Yes, here at Horror Screen.
That old
indeed.
man magic.
Yes.
It starts with a recording of him going, hello, my name's Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'm the creator of this show. Now, a question I get asked more than any other is, do the child actors in this show play their own instruments? And the answer is an emphatic yes. Enjoy the show
Everyone
and don't
claps
forget
and
to
cheers
rock
and
out.
stuff.
Wait,
And
that's the start
that's how
of
the
every
start of
show.
every
And
show
everyone
starts.
claps and cheers after that recording.
Why didn't they have that in the Aussie version that I
They
saw?
did.
They did. You
They
just
did.
didn't remember it.
Yeah.
The three of us have been
I
obsessed
zoned
with it
out.
for 5 years.
It is our dream to
we
open
just-
an Aunty Donna show with that.
When we're in a lounge or something, we just go around. You know, a question I get asked more than any other question.
Yeah.
Do those
Any other
children
question?
play their own instruments? And
That is yes.
I have answers are yes, yes,
Yeah, mine-
yes.
But it's emphatic.
Mine
They
has
drum
gotten
and
to the
bang,
point-
and they
They play the bass. They're plucking those strings
Oh my
emphatically.
God.
Whereas mine has
so
evolved to
fucking funny.
this. Mine has evolved to, hey, I'm Aunty Donna. A lot of people want to know the children playing their own instruments. And my answer is that they're father, yeah.
That's a good podcast for us. Is the three
That
Andrew
was
Lloyd
so
Webbers.
I just have to say it's important. Yes, it is, absolutely.
I can't make it from my door to the car in the morning without people going, Mr. Lloyd, Sir Lloyd Webber, Sir Lloyd Webber.
Why would
To the children.
Get the children
To the
to play
children.
their instruments.
I saw-
Of course they can. They're so talented.
I saw School of Rock. I have to know right now.
In 2002, I saw a screening in my house of the wonderful School of Rock. A children's program, but absolutely thrilling in its vivacity and reflection of American culture. And I knew that had to be my next musical. I vote Conservative, and I
you have to know-
Roach is so
Our fan base as well are all music theatre losers, so that would have been perfect for
Yeah.
them. That whole Andrew Lloyd Webber thing.
There will be an
We-
episode of our
We know his
podcast
email
coming
address.
out.
We're going to move into speed round. Such a boring name, but it's basically speedy questions. You have to answer the first thing that comes to your head. Imagine there's an egg timer counting down like that, because that's how egg timers count down, famously, and just answer the first thing that comes to your head.
Yeah.
This is half from our hotline, half from our brains. It's questions we've been stewing on.
It's a good
All right,
show.
we're going to go
Great show.
one for one. I'll start. Ready?
Go, girl.
Imagine.
Who's first?
Who's first?
I'll say your name, so you'll know who I'm asking. Okay, Mark. Who of the three of you would make the worst pud?
The worst pud? Me.
Broden, no one has ever made a better sketch than Aunty Donna because
Attention to detail.
Okay, Zach. Who would play you in a biopic?
McIntyre, the wrestler.
Mark, my biggest inspiration in comedy is
Tim and Eric.
Oh, nice. Zach, what is the most out-of-pocket thing that anyone has ever said to you after a show?
After a show, I can't think of one after a show.
Or just at a show.
But in the comments section, this is probably a bit offensive. I've got to be quick here. I did a very stupid sketch that I regret very much, which is very much a friend zone-y kind of sketch years ago about being in the friend zone. And this comment really put me down where they said, no, you're probably going to have to cut this. No wonder she didn't want to date you. You look like a pedophile.
there's no going.
That was worth the extended answer.
No, that's not getting cut. That's it.
perfect.
Broden Kelly, the Australian comedy scene needs more.
Affordable venues during the Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
I
Boom.
agree.
Mic drop.
You ate with that one.
Okay, Mark, who is most likely out of the three of you to complain to wait staff?
Oh, you're just getting me to throw everyone else under the bus. Me.
You?
But
Okay.
I love waiters.
Hey, Mark, Mr. Dickies, how about a really fun one? If you were put through a vacuum pressure machine that went and you turned you into a jelly bean and then someone ate that jelly bean, what would it taste like?
Scrotums.
That's fun.
Broden.
And lesbian fashion culture. Appropriated.
Broden, who of the three of you is the worst driver?
Well, Zach, he doesn't have a license.
Easy.
There you go.
Do you really not? No. Oh, that's
There you
epic.
go.
I love that.
Then me.
You're each going to get one of these. It's a complete music theatre lyric. So you might actually know them.
Oh, God, no,
Zach,
no.
in olden days, a glimpse of stocking was licked. God, was looked on as something shocking, but
Nah, don't know.
give us
But
something.
I think Broden gave it a little nod.
Go, Broden.
This is my favourite musical I ever did.
Go,
Anything
babe.
goes.
Yeah.
Bang.
Good job.
Anything goes.
Mark.
Yes.
Green finch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird. How?
Many birds are there in that bell.
Good job. Hey, Zach. Burr, you disgust me. Ah, so you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund, baby.
No.
Give just whatever.
We're not
just
trying to
guess. I'll go again.
No.
Go again.
Sure. Burr, you disgust me. So you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund, baby.
So you can't outspend me.
Yeah,
What's
very
that
good.
from?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I'm a trust fund, baby. You can
Hamilton.
trust me.
Hamilton.
That's funny.
I have one more. Zach,
Yeah.
who is the worst cook of the three of you?
Oh, I don't know if I've ever had Broden's cooking.
Yeah. that's
But
probably
I've never had your
Yeah.
cooking, so I'm only guessing that.
No, that's fair.
But I haven't cooked in about a year. I've
No,
been
I'm not
on
a
an
good
Uber
cook, so I'm
Eats.
not
Neither
judging
am
at
I.
all.
I
You're
would
not a good cook, Broden?
Oh, I don't do anything. These guys are passionate about it.
I love
Yeah.
to cook.
They talk
You love
about
to
it.
cook?
I love to cook.
I would say I wouldn't be able to say if Broden is a good cook because I can't think of any time he's cooked. But I would say Mark is the best cook.
What about that
that's
time
very
in London
kind.
when you saw me eating that thing?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, no, not cooking, but in terms of eating. One time in London, you know how you get real depressed in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
time in London, I walked into a room and Broden was eating like what appeared to me to just be a giant tub of cream. Some sort of British dessert. And I just, like when you see someone at their most vulnerable, just for me, depressed Broden is a man sitting in a moist, mouldy British room eating a tub of cream.
Was it cream?
It was a trifle.
Because Broden loves a sweetie. We know this. This is Aunty Donna law. Broden loves a sweetie. And so that doesn't shock or surprise me at all. That Broden would just eat a bowl of cream. Not in a bad way. I've been so depressed I've used butter as a dip before. So
My
I
mate-
understand.
My mate accidentally one time ate porridge and was like, oh, this doesn't taste right. This tastes really weird. The honey tastes really weird. And then I was like, what did you put in it? And she shows me the sachet and I'm like, that's a Manuka honey face mask. That's not Manuka honey. Manuka honey. And she was just eating a face mask going, oh, it tastes soapy. It tastes wrong. Go for it, Bubba. I've got no more.
Great. I've been there a few more. Hey, Zach, something that should die is.
Divisiveness in our culture. We're all too divided. We
Fucking
should reach
ate down
across.
yet again. Broden, a goal of mine that I have yet to achieve is.
More cream.
Eat more cream. Yes. The goal of mine that I've yet to achieve. Fuck, that's a deep question.
You can answer in a light or heavy way, whatever you like, Mr. Cream.
See my. This is boring, but see my football team in person win a grand final.
It's not boring at all.
That's great.
It's a great
I think
answer.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Broden, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Well, we were chatting about this literally the other day, and that's just reminded me, and I feel like it would resonate with you. I had an MCC membership.
You had one. You let it go.
I'll let it go.
That's fucked up, mate.
I
Yeah,
know.
she let it go.
That's really fucked.
I know, we
Do you know how
talked
many
about it the other
people
day.
there are
No,
waiting to get
she
on
knows
that?
I
the
do,
power.
but can I tell
There's
you?
like 70,000.
didn't get
No,
it.
but
How
babe,
did
that's
you
the
get
thing.
one?
She comes from wealth.
My parents signed me up at literal birth.
Wow,
I think it's the
right.
first thing they did.
Yeah.
Because my parents are.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Like big
but,
footy
and I
family.
imagine your parents, like, because I think Tom's going through this too.
Yeah.
Is you go speculatively, these kids might never
Yeah.
watch a sport in their life.
But-
But hey, every generation there's a Tay comes here kind of thing.
Totally.
Yep.
You know, and you
Sign up.
could have got special tickets for Swift.
But don't you think it's better that I gave it up because I wouldn't use it?
No, I think you should have kept it
Really?
and had your parents sort of pay it over and keep going. Yeah, 100%.
That's what they did for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
They sat
They
Mel
were-
down
they
and were like,
literally-
this is a huge decision,
Yeah.
Mel.
They literally were like, it was so
Like,
serious.
like, she was
Yeah.
picking
No,
up
and
the
I
wrong
kind of get
uni.
it. I was
Yeah.
like, because there's a, there's things for everyone. I was just like, I'm not going to use it.
$800 a year.
Yeah. And they paid for it for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I sat them down and I was like, it's
I
time.
mean, there are people who are as interested in football as you.
Yeah.
Who keep it and go there for the status of it.
Can you
yeah.
bring guests if you have
Yeah.
it? How
Yeah.
many?
3, or it depends on the game, but 3.
See, that's what it would be good
How
for
many-
when you get a bit older. Like, come on, I'll
Yeah.
take you to the football.
That's okay, you don't have
How
to.
long,
I would
how
give-
many
I would give it
people are on the waiting list?
70,000 odd.
70,000.
But the intake at the moment is people who were born in 1993. Oh no, who put on the list in 93.
Christ.
Wow.
But I was born in 97. How's that work?
Because you were born into a thing, it's a thing.
Oh, right,
But,
right.
Sure.
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow. What about you guys?
I would love a Club 33 or a
Yeah.
Magic Castle membership.
Disneyland.
Because
Those
you're a
are my-
Disneyland fanatic.
so,
Yeah.
So Disneyland has a secret club called Club 33, but you
Yep.
can only get that by invitation only. Like
Yep.
you have to be a Walmart billionaire
It's
or
much
Scarlett
more-
Johansson.
It's a
Can
lot
you be
more
A-list
expensive.
celeb for that as well or no?
What's that?
Can you be
A-list
A-list
celebs
celebrity,
that
yes?
have connections
Yeah.
to Disney.
Yep.
So we know someone, and it's like they are like you just have have to be so high up on the list. To get into the Magic Castle, which is a members-only club for magicians in LA, you just have to join the club and you just have to demonstrate that you know how to do magic, and
if
I'm
you're
too
magic,
lazy
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Do you identify as a Disney adult?
No. No, I think that's different. There's a certain, and this is funny to use this word because it never really took off, but there's a certain chugginess to Disney adults that I don't believe I possess.
Zach
I'm
would
like
never do a
freak.
live from Disneyland.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because you cut your hair.
When I had the long
You're
hair.
into theme
Yeah.
parks. You're into theme parks. Remember we were
Yeah,
talking about that?
I'm a
yeah.
big nerd. I think we all are to different degrees.
Okay.
Very much
I
is.
love a theme
Same.
park.
We all lived there for like 3-4 months, and that was the thing that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one? What theme park did you?
Anaheim.
Well,
Disneyland.
Anaheim,
these boys are very. I lived 5 minutes from Universal California, whatever it's called, Universal
California
LA,
Dreamin'.
Universal
Hollywood.
Studios.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
California Universal Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go there almost weekly.
Oh, I rate that. I fucking love a roller
Well, and
coaster.
you know, Universal, since the mass exodus of Imagineers from Disney in 1997, have really upped their game.
Too much VR though.
Yeah, a lot of
Too
it.
many screens. They call it a screen park because a lot of the rides at Universal are just screens while you wobble around.
I have a question. If you had the chance to design an Aunty Donna roller coaster
Okay.
or an Aunty Donna theme park,
That's a brilliant question.
what are we talking?
So you think you're asking a funny hypothetical.
No,
Yeah.
no.
What
What do you
you're
mean,
actually
honestly?
asking is when I have the time and the means, we will be opening an Aunty Donna the Experience at either Docklands or Federation
I love that.
Square.
Or here.
brilliant.
Yeah, and you will, and the whole idea is it'll cost like $65. And you'll go in, and there's going to be lots of things you'll see, like mannequins with our costumes. There'll be videos of us being like, "Hey, you need to help us." And then the main center point of the entire exhibition will be you get to walk around Aunty Donna HQ. And Aunty Donna HQ is like this fully designed interactive space that looks like Avengers Campus. Has nothing to do with Aunty Donna. It's just this in-world lore that we do everything out of this like high-tech, like Avengers-style space. And there's videos of us like asking for your help and asking you to press buttons.
You have to go to the Jurassic World experience in Brunswick. It is very close to.
There's
it is,
one in
it's,
Brunswick?
Adjacent.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Right in the
and
middle of.
Yeah, and because it's in Brunswick, that look on your face that you have right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
that is the experience.
Is it in one of those like warehouses?
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
Is this where
Oh.
the Bridgerton Ball was?
Yes.
I went to the
Yeah.
Bridgerton Ball in Brunswick,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was
It's giving.
exactly.
Did
that.
you guys see? I know we have to do it.
We do need.
But
to
I would
know.
only,
Yeah,
I would
okay.
say I would make it cost too much, but I would also make it good. I would make it
Yeah.
weird but good. The other thing is I would create a character that has nothing to do with Aunty Donna,
Oh, yeah, that's
like a
great.
little goblin character
Yeah,
that's
like
running loose,
Skippy the Gob.
Yeah.
like running loose through Aunty Donna HQ, and we all have to catch him.
Oh, I
and like
love that.
he's integrated into Aunty Donna lore, but he has nothing to do with it.
I love
Please,
it.
someone give Zach a grand to create Aunty Donna
I
Land.
just need the
Now,
time. It's not
we-
about the money.
Like, I'm actually doing pretty well.
So we are going to move into we do it every Ratbag. We do a hit it toots,
Singing is not annoying, and everything is better as a song.
which is an improvised musical moment at the end. However, every week the Ratbag fans listen to me and Mel sing. We're kind of low on time, so I thought what we were going to do is a Freaky Friday. We were going to do an Aunty Donna improv, and you were going to do a Mel and Sam style improv. We've only got time for one, so I reckon we're going to throw to you three. We're going to give you a Mel and Sam inspired track, and we would love you three to basically hit it toots as us.
Okay.
And you can sing about
About
would you like a
anything.
topic, or you want to just freeball it?
Give us a topic.
Yeah, would you like something to latch on to?
Yeah.
We could do like a theme park, but it's Mel and Sam style, or we could do
Can you musical improv about what you think the Mel and Sam theme park would be?
as Mel and Sam.
Because we've all been friends for so many years and you know everything about
Yeah.
us.
We know so much about you guys. Knew my interests immediately.
I got the gist here.
All right, they're going to sing into their ice cream microphones. This is Aunty Donna as Mel and Sam, designing Mel and Sam's theme park. Hit it toots.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Hey, I'm the theme park designer. How do you do? Mel and Sam, what do you know? I'm here to ask you what you're gonna do when I make this theme park for you.
My name's Mel. It needs to be cunty. I want it to all be cunty. Cunty over here and cunty over there. Sway, sway, sway. Sabrina Carpenter.
Sam's the name, cunt's the game. Serving cunt is my mantra fame. On the internet, can take you to a fun. Sam is my name and I'm cunt.
Cunty, cunt, say no more. Got cunty and cunt everywhere.
Cunt, 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 cunt.
This won't work on socials, yeah.
Mel and Sam, yes we are.
Yeah,
Big fancy set and habit bar.
Playing at Pleasance in Edinburgh, and we love the dance-a-la.
Here's my design for you to see. A roller coaster and everything. We got a roller coaster. It's serving cunt. We got a little shop. It's serving cunt. We've got little cafe serving cunt. Mel and Sam Land will serve cunt.
Now, Sam, it's got to be like Mary Poppins. Have you been to Mary Poppin? It's a gay
Mary
club
Poppin.
in Adelaide. It's very cool and niche, hey.
Positive, welcoming this place, you cunt. Well, we're serving cunt. Everyone's welcome, cunt.
Everyone's welcome at Mel and Sam Land. The only requirement is you serve cunt. If you serve cunt, come on in. If you don't serve cunt, $43.50.
I'm going to the food store. I want to get something to eat today. Can you serve me cunt?
Well, we don't serve cunt. We serve burgers and fries, but all those burgers, they serve cunt.
Oh,
There you go.
Sorry.
Sorry.
no, what's going to be really good is that has to be a social vert and we have to bleep
Gotta beep it all
and
out.
it's going to be beep, 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 beep.
Or don't and have it immediately shadow banned.
Yeah.
That would count.
That could be good too.
I don't think that. I just want to be clear. I don't think Mark was apologising to you. Mark was apologising to the editor.
Yeah. I was very happy with our performance.
Oh, Jesus.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Favourite lyric?
I can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mine was, if you don't serve cunt, $43.50.
It's the chart.
Which is quite
That's how
reasonable.
much serving cunt is
reasonable.
worth.
Not bad.
That's all right.
The Sabrina Carpenter
horrible.
reference was really good.
I mean, it was just dropped right in.
I love you. Gave me such a nasal placement.
Oh, did I?
Like,
Well, look,
my
that's
name
just
now.
me, okay? That wasn't me doing you. That's just how I sound when I do musical theatre.
No, that was so good. Oh my gosh, guys! We've come to the end of the episode.
yeah.
What a shame.
Thank you, truly, so much for joining
Thank
us
you so
and for
much.
supporting this pod so much. Our audience wouldn't know that you guys are a big reason that we're even here and sitting down on this couch, being cute little lesbians every week. So we're really fucking grateful.
And you're a
thank
big
you.
reason that we're on this couch.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're
I am.
the reason.
Welcome to our pod.
No, like we really, really mean it. We look up to you so much. Massive inspirations. If you don't know who Aunty Donna is, literally grow up, go to their socials now, go to their show
Grow up.
Drem.
Live.
Hey, Dream.
Go to Drem. Can you tell us 20 seconds about Drem? What people can expect?
It's our wildest, craziest, most weird, wacky show we've ever done.
Cool.
There is going to be stuff in there that you get, stuff in there that you don't, but it's all going to have you laughing and ruffling on the floor.
Well, I mean, I couldn't say it any better.
Thank you. Thank you. That was all off the dome.
Really? Straight off the
just
top of the dome.
right
God,
there.
they're good.
Yeah.
Well, we love you guys so much. We'll have your socials in the show notes and where to find you and all the things in your
we
pods.
don't. So, like, we really like you and respect you, but we're just not looking for love right now.
Hey,
So
thank you for
I-
setting that boundary.
Yeah, no
thanks for
worries.
setting that boundary. That's
missed
really good
that.
by you on these therapy couches. That's it.
That's it, guys.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
watching
tuning
Ratbag.
in.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you have a sign off you do? Like stay
Ratty.
Golden.
Stay cunty.
We do now.
Stay ratty.
cunty.
Stay ratty, brat bags.
Stay ratty. That's good.
This is a Grouse House podcast.
Mel and Sam would like to acknowledge that this podcast was created and recorded on stolen land.
The original custodians of this land have had a rich history of storytelling for over 65,000 years, and we pay our respects to the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, whose land we are making Ratbag on.
Treaties were never signed, sovereignty was never ceded, always was and always will be Aboriginal land.